Welcome to another episode of Clams and Claws on this Saturday morning, December 16th. Joey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. This is a big week right here. Is it coal or cash in your stocking? Let's go. We got
So yeah, guys, we got a bunch of college bowl games we're going to cover. We have a couple bets in the NFL, and we also have some bonus picks for college basketball. So place your bets, Joey. Let's go. The first one we got here is Miami of Ohio going to Appalachian State.
I like the dog in the spot. Bad weather.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 7.5. I'm gonna take the dog here. Miami. Oh,
Nice. Next one we got is UCLA and Boise State.
Boise State's going with they're gonna go with a freshman quarterback, never threw a pass yet in college. So I like the total here. What is that total of 48 now?
Yeah, 48.5. Yep.
Yeah, go on that at 48.5 in that game. It's not going to be too many points scored in this game.
You got another play with the over in the California and Texas Tech game.
Oh, I like the over in this game. Texas Tech. Texas Tech's got a big running back. Cal's got a big running back. They're both playing. They're going to be moving the ball. There's going to be points scored in this game. Go over to 56.5. I think this is ticking up. I think it's at 58 right now. So jump on. When the total moves, sometimes the total moves to 3 to 4 to 5 points. It's not like a point and a half, like a big. So you could if you miss it by 2 points, it's no big. Go still get on this and go over that Texas Tech game.
Interesting. We got another one, Old Dominion in Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky, I found out quarterback is not playing Monday. Get on this game now. Get on Old Dominion right now, laying 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
I see by kickoff, it's a 12 noon start on Monday. Early one, people, early. Get on. This game's going to tick up to 4.5.
Nice. So that is college football for what we got, guys. We got a couple picks in college basketball that we'll talk about, and then we have the pros. Joey, this team burned me the other day. Creighton, Alabama, and Creighton today. Creighton's a 7.5-point favorite.
Hey, listen, Alabama could score. We had them last week catching that. We got by against Purdue with the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Again, roll tide in hoops. Plus the 7.5. Give me Alabama.
Yeah, and speaking of Arizona, Arizona and Purdue today. Arizona is a minus 1.5-point favorite. It literally just dropped. I think it was 2.5 like 15 minutes ago. So line just moved.
It opened up Purdue 1.5, and then it's flipping back and forth. I'm on the here. They got a big man, and Arizona could continue Purdue. Slow him down. He won't die the game. And Arizona's got some athletes, and they got some good ball players on that team. I like this team. This team is definitely one of the teams that you could put in to get to the Final Four.
Yeah.
I like the Desert Cats. Give me Arizona Wildcats in this spot.
Nice. I'm with you on that one. This is an interesting line. Clemson and Memphis. Memphis is a 2.5-point favorite.
And Clemson's is the ranked team.
Yeah, Clemson's number 13. Yep.
Clemson's 13th in the country. They're a dog on the road. That's what that's telling you. All the lollipops and all the Joes are going to bet Clemson. Oh, they're ranked, getting points. No. Memphis Tigers in this spot. Go get them.
Nice. We got one more, North Carolina and Kentucky. North Carolina is a minus 1.5-point favorite.
When North Carolina plays against another athletic team, just as good as them, they get exposed. I like the Wildcats in this spot. I like Kentucky here. I think they're playing down in Atlanta in this game, right? I think it's a holiday.
Yeah, it's a CBS Sports Classic. Let me see. Yeah, it's State Farm Arena, Georgia. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Blue Cats in Kentucky. So you got a bad, right? You got something going on up by you, right?
Michigan. Yeah. Who knows what I'm going to do yet with this game? But yeah. Well, so the Spartans Spartans are playing Baylor in Little Caesars Arena in Detroit today, and this game was originally set at 8 o'clock, but that was before they announced the Lions are going to play at 8 o'clock, so they moved this game back into the earlier slot. Baylor was 2.5 last night. Now they're a 3.5 point favorite. I just this Spartans team was number 4 to start the year in the country, and then they got upset first game of the year. They're 4-5. Again, this line is fishy to me, but I still think I'm going to take Baylor. I mean, I've seen this Spartan team all year long. I don't know if Izzo still has it. He doesn't look right. The rotations on his offense don't make any sense. And they've got a bunch of shooters on their team. I really like their coach. I'm on Baylor -2.5.
You're a guy right in the middle of that Michigan State. You went to Michigan State. You're a Sparty. You bleed green and white.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that you're saying that you think your team is overvalued and you think Izzo is losing.
Okay. And that's a weird question, Joey, because you taught me to never really bet with the team you follow, because then you get like emotions involved. But I mean, is it okay? I mean, if you see there's something wrong with your team, do you have a problem with going against your team that you're betting, or is that
that's handicapping?
Yeah.
You're like a beat reporter right there. That's where we get all the information from, is on beat reporters, and so you're like a beat reporter for us with the Michigan State and that Big Ten.
Yeah. And again, like, the only reason why this line is so close is because they're in Detroit. But again, like, who's the better team on the court? And I think it's Baylor by a mile. That's just my opinion. Good luck. Who knows? I might get burned today, but I just like Baylor. That's a 5-unit play for me today. So,
do you think Michigan State is talented?
Yeah, they're talented, but some of the rotations that Izzo makes this year, just, you don't question at all. We had a kid, Xavier Booker, who's a 5-star McDonald's All-American, and he's coming off the bench, and he barely plays any minutes. Tyson Walker, he's our star of the show, but AJ Hoggard, who's our second point guard, he hasn't really been him this year. So I don't really know what's going on, but I mean, 2.5. I mean, when I looked at this game, I'm like, okay, the line's going to be like 8.5, 9.5 Baylor, but it was 2.5 last night. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. I just think Baylor, there's a chance they blow them out today. So that's who I like today, Joey. So if you want, you can take it. If you don't, that's cool too.
All right, that was great information. You got it from the source right there. There's a guy that bleeds green and white, and he's right.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, Joey. Yeah, so going back to the NFL, Joey, I know you wanted to touch on the Chargers. What an embarrassment that game was a couple days ago. But they fired Staley and they fired their GM too. What are your thoughts on that?
I won the game in the first half because we were all over the over as a big play over the 34.
Yeah.
Rocket chair put the baby to bed early, but listen, I knocked Staley, I knocked coaches. You know what? But you know what? Shame on the players for the way they showed up. Staley had to be fired when he lost that lead 27-0 against Jacksonville in the playoffs. He should have been fired right there. Should have not let right on the tarmac before the flight took off back to Los Angeles. He should have been fired. We talk about bad coaches all the time on the show and everywhere, conversation. You know what? This is on ownership, man. There's a lot of bad owners out there. Washington, bad owner for years. The Jets got a bad owner. Spanos is a bad owners. They are a talented football team, year in, year out. Everybody has the Chargers on their wish list, all the time. And all they do is lay an egg. This is on the owners, man. The owners got to step up. You've got $1 billion business. You know what? There's only a few things in life I love: my family, my children, pizza, calzones, Brooklyn, and football. You know what I'm? And I want to see good product out there.
Yeah. No, it never made any sense for me, Joe. I mean, they had so much talent on that team. I mean, I know they've dealt with injuries, but you can't. What was the score? You can't be down. What was it? 49-0 at the half. I mean, that's just ridiculous, embarrassing.
Out last week at home by the Vikings. It lost nothing.
Just yeah, crazy. But I mean, I'm sure there was a bunch in a weird way. I think there was a bunch of Chargers fans that are thanking the Raiders right now because I know a lot of them did not like Staley. So
Tell you another thing. I mean, listen, you're going through it. You only, been on this earth for 20 plus years, but your family's been going through it. They haven't seen anything since Lane.
mhm.
But here's the thing: is that you know, I mean, come on, the window in an NFL closes so fast
Yeah.
with injuries, and when you got to, and the Chargers are going to have a problem going forward now. They got bad contracts. The only thing good is that you got a franchise quarterback, so you got to get a really good. You got to go get football people who you got to go get a head coach.
Yeah.
The game. I don't want no. If I'm the Chargers, I don't want to. I want the best coach I can get out there. Instead
Mhm. Well, yeah, there's been rumors that, Ben Johnson, our offensive coordinator for the Lions, there's a chance he might go there. He was thinking either that or the Panthers job, but especially last year in the offseason, that was a big, big name in the market. So there's a chance he could go. But yeah, we got NFL action, guys. We got a triple header today, and then we got the games on Sunday. Joey, you have a play in the over/under in the Vikings and Bengals game. Do you know if Justin Jefferson's playing? He's still listed as questionable.
he's playing.
He is playing. Okay.
They said he's playing, and you know what? What's his name? The quarterback Browning, right? He wasn't he with the Vikings?
I believe so. Yeah, and then the Vikings are benching Dobbs. They're starting another guy. Mullins, his name is.
Yeah, Vikings.
Mhm.
The Bengals are going to be moving the ball. Mixon's going to he's been you see him in his receiving yards. We had the prop that last Thursday night or Monday night game was when we had him as
Mm.
prop over. He went over on the first play. So they move the ball around. Vikings are going to move the ball. They're going to score. This game is going over. With the total was what did I have it at? 40 and a half.
48 and I'm sorry, 40 and a half.
40 and a half. Go over that total. There's going to be points scored. No bad weather.
Yeah.
So that game.
Another one is the Steelers and Colts. You have a play in that one too.
Yeah, I like the over in this game. The Colts play every game over, and they can't stop anybody. The Steelers with 10 days off. With the game plan, even though it's MVP Mitch, they got time. They're gonna be. He'll be okay. He's gonna score some points. The running backs are the key here for the Steelers. They're gonna be getting yards. They'll be putting up yards today, and the Colts score points. This game is going over. I think it's 42. Go over to 42.
And then my boys, Joey, this line keeps moving. Lions and Broncos.
Yeah, this is a big play on the Lions today.
Mm.
Huge play on the Lions. Bad spot for the Broncos. Third game on the road. Third time on the road. I think it's 22 and 46 straight up, and 19 and up in the 40s against the spread.
Mm.
Lions getting healthy. I'll let you talk about that after
Yeah.
Lions are getting healthy with their offensive line. Broncos don't blitz. They don't go and get the quarterback. If Goff could handle the ball and the coach can coach a football game from the sidelines and not from the stands or the bar and stay in control, the Lions with their two running backs are going to do damage, and especially with your slot receivers, St. Brown in the slot, nobody's going to be able to cover him. This is Lions at home in their comfort zone in the living room. Bad spot for the Broncos. They've been living on a wave of taking advantage of the turnover battle, but they've been overvalued lately. My big play here on Detroit Lions minus the 4. That thing is ticked up. I think it's up to 5 now.
Mm. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it has moved to 5. But yeah, we are getting a couple guys back healthy. Lions haven't lost 2 in a row this season. I mean, we kind of got embarrassed by the Bears last week, but yeah, we are getting a couple guys back. Our center, Frank Ragnow, that's a big one to get back because I mean, the center and the quarterback. I mean, the center arguably is one of the most important positions to run the offense, because if the center and the quarterback aren't on the same page, you're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. But Frank Ragnow getting back, our big center, he's big. Taylor Decker. He's still questionable, but I think he's projected to play. I mean, the big question is, can we get a pass rush off to Russell Wilson? If we give Russ all the time in the world to throw the ball, it's going to be rough because our secondary isn't too good. But I really don't know. Like the Broncos, they've been hot, but 5 points now. I mean, I could see the Lions, winning by 3 or 4 points. So I don't know. This is a tough one, but if you like the Lions, Joey, go for it.
Sharp money on the line. Getting phone call. You hear the phone going. Hey, it's Saturday, 11:15. Big early starts. Big.
Right.
People.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is a big game. Broncos are playing for the division, and the Lions have to keep pace to stay above the NFC North. So that's a big game for both teams. So that's the Thursday slate. We're going to go to Sunday now. We have the where is it? We have the Giants and Saints, Joey.
This is a bad spot for the Giants. Everybody's flying high. Whatever. Tommy Cutlets. Listen, the kid's been playing good, but remember if you watch the games they won. I mean, they beat the Commanders. Commanders turned the ball over 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the Patriots. They only scored they scored 10 points off them, a field goal in overtime, 10-7. So I think it's a bad spot. Love the Saints in this spot. I even think the line's going against us. It's going down to 5.
Yeah, now it's 5.5. Yep.
Yeah, it was 6. It go down. Hey, don't be a moron. Bet more on it.
Another play we got is the Buccaneers and Packers.
Buccaneers and Packers. There's going to be some points scored in here. Go over the. Packers will be in front. Buccaneers from behind. They'll be chasing. They'll be flinging the ball around. I like the over in this spot.
This is an interesting one. Cowboys and Bills, Joey.
Here we go. You ain't gonna hear that up there. You're not gonna hear that. It's gonna be too loud for him to hear. You know what? You're a different team on the road. The Cowboys are 3-3 on the road, 7-0 at home. The weather's not gonna be bad for Buffalo. It's gonna be in the low 40s, mid 30s. I don't know how that is for the Cowboys. They play inside. They play in the living room, but it's a bad spot for the Cowboys. Everybody's looking. Oh, they beat the Eagles. Cowboys had 10 days rest. Played the Eagles. Eagles played the 49ers. 49ers they had a gauntlet of a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Tough schedule they had, and you know what? I like the Bills in this spot at home. Maybe that play last week, that penalty, inspired them, and you know what? They got them going now. Maybe this gets them to go, and they can see there's a path to get to the playoffs and never to be a dangerous team. I like Buffalo in this spot. Give me the Bills here, money line.
Nice. Yeah, I'm with you too. This is a big game for the Bills too. They're at home. I mean, they're trying to climb out of in the hunt to be in the wild card chase. So they gotta win as well. We got another one: Ravens and Jaguars on prime time.
Yeah, Jaguars are beat up. I heard the secondary's beat. They're going to have a safety and a corner out. Beat up on the offensive line. Who knows if Lawrence is he's not 100%. And when you get a pass rush on him and he's not 100%, he collapses. That offensive line is going to collapse. And the Baltimore leads the league in sacks. I like the Ravens. I think this line is too short. I like the Ravens in this spot. Give me Baltimore here.
Nice. And we got one more. You and I are high on this game. Eagles and Seahawks. Monday Night Football.
The Seahawks got a losing record, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like the Eagles in this spot. They're listen, they had a rough go at it. This is not an easy spot either, going all the way to Seattle. But Seattle, you know what? Their defense isn't good. They have no identity. All they got is they got a big receiver. You like the over? You could bet the over in this game. There'll be some points scored. But I like the Eagles going away in this spot, winning this game by 10 points. Philly on Monday night.
Nice. All right, guys, that is the entire slate between college basketball, college football, and the NFL. Joey, final thoughts and who who do you like the most out of your schedule?
I like the Saints. I like the Saints, and good luck to St. John's today at the Garden. Kurt is going to
Yeah.
John's in Florida today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it'll be a fun one. Kurt and I will be chatting back and forth. We had our Broncos sports show. We were breaking it down the other day. That was a lot of fun. So
stuff like you know what, everybody. Oh, good luck to you. Why don't everybody stop knock the knock? You know what? We're not here to make friends. You think Kurt wishes that on the first play that Goff goes out. We're
gotta
not
put the gloves up.
what he's supposed to be. But don't be fooled by that. All these guys, oh, I'm rooting for you. We're putting money up. We're not here to make friends.
There you go. Business is business.
Friends in my pocket.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode of Clams and Claws. Good luck this weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.
Get a player.
Yeah. See you, Joey.